To use the takeoff function, we must first select an existing job, or create a new job to upload plans or drawings to. We will select this example job for this demonstration. Once we have selected the job, we need to click the Takeoff tab at the top here. We are going to upload 2 different plan files that we have for this example, but you can upload as many as you like. To do this, press the Upload button here. Select the file from your device that you wish to upload. Repeat this process until all your drawings are uploaded. We will be using 2 files. You then need to select the plan or drawing you wish to work on, using the small arrow next to the Select File button. Select the file that you wish to work on first. If your drawing is not presented in the way you like, you can rotate it using these rotate buttons. They will rotate the drawing either clockwise or anti-clockwise by the angle that you specify. If you like, you can give the file a more descriptive name here. Once this is done, the first thing we need to do is calibrate the drawing. This only needs to be done once per drawing. This tells the system what scale we will be using. You need to find a known measurement on the drawing and then set that in the system. To do this, click on the Calibrate button here. A warning will appear to let you know that if you have already calibrated the drawing, any existing measurements will be deleted. We can just click on Yes to show we understand the warning. Find the start of the known measurement and press down the left mouse button. Do not let it go until you have drawn across to the other known measurement point, like this. Once you release the mouse button, a default measure box will come up. Enter in the distance you have just measured, with the units, so on this example, it will be 2.56 linear meters. Once you have added the information, press Save. You have now calibrated the drawing or plan. You only need to do this once. We can now measure or count anything on the drawing, including lines, square and rectangular areas, and non-standard areas, such as bay windows. We can also use the count function for things such as electrical sockets or lights. In the top right of the screen is the Measuring Tools menu. Simply click on the measuring tool that you wish to use. We will use the line measuring tool to start with. Click and hold the left mouse button at the start point of what you would like to measure and release it at the end point. You will notice on the right-hand side of the screen a measurement has now appeared. The measurement is assigned to the default group, and we can add a description in here, like this. You can see the system includes a few default groups, but it's easy to add your own groupings. Let's add guttering and lights as examples, like this. Once we have added these, you will see on the drop-down list, the new options are in the system for you to select. We are going to delete the first measurement we added and then add it again, with the new grouping. Press the Delete button next to the measurement like this to delete it. Select a new grouping from the drop-down list and then we can remeasure using the mouse again. We can now measure off a few more items for that group. We now want to measure some different items, so we select the new group here. And measure some new items. You do not have to enter a description on the item. Select the Area button to measure a square or rectangular area like this. To measure a non-standard area such as a bay window, select this tool, and click on all the corners of the area you wish to measure. We are going to find the area of this wall. To help with the takeoff, you might find it useful to click the Draw Straight tick box. This makes it easier to measure in straight lines. We are going to tick it and then select the line measuring tool. You will see the line remains straight even though the mouse cursor is moving up and down. We can also use the count function. Select the count option here, and then click on the drawing to count items such as lights. If you make a mistake, just click the undo button here to delete the last measurement. You can do this multiple times. We can now select another file to measure off here. Again, you can give it a name here if you like. As this is a new drawing, we need to calibrate it using the calibration option. We will add a new group, stud work. And then select it for use. Now we can take measurements for any stud work that needs to be priced. We can move between the plans or drawings like this, and all the data is held in the system for further use. Once we have measured everything off, we need to go back to the costing sheet to use the information gathered. Once on the costing sheet, we will add an example line for the measurements. All of the quantity fields have a lookup glass like this. Click on this to look up the measurements here. You can select from which drawing you wish to use the measurements from by clicking the View button. This will then give you a list of all the measured items, and if you use the select box it will add the item to a running total at the top of the screen. Once you have selected all the items you need, simply press Insert to use the value in the quantity field. The measured unit will also come across. You can also use the quantity lookup button in the calculator functions. In this example we use the stud work calculator and the measurements we took earlier. We recommend that you use Google Chrome as your web browser with this function to ensure that it works as expected. You can find a link to help you do this under the Help menu. That concludes the overview for the takeoff section. As always, if you have any issues, just get in contact with us and we can help point you in the right direction.